Hi, I'm Gina. I'm the Chief of Product for Ovuline, the developer of the Ovia Pregnancy and Ovia Fertility app. I'm also 24 weeks pregnant, and I'd love to talk to you about what's going on with our baby's development and our bodies this week in our pregnancy. This week, baby is the size of an eggplant. Baby's about 13 inches long and weighs about 1.5 pounds. So the baby is really getting big. This week, the baby's lungs are continuing to develop as it's making cells to produce a substance called surfactant, which helps the baby's lungs expand and contract once you deliver and baby's out there in the real world. This week, the baby has gained about 1/4 pound since last week, which is mostly comprised of muscles, bones, and fat. So baby's really grown in there. And even though the baby has developed eyebrows and hair and eyelashes, they still lack pigment and might appear white. This week in pregnancy, you might experience some skin changes. So you might see some symptoms like stretch marks or an itchy belly. Itchy belly is actually one of the most reported symptoms in Ovia. So your skin might be starting to drive you a little crazy. To help with this symptom, a lot of women try, applying an unscented topical cream or even avoiding hot showers, which can really irritate the skin. A lot of women this week in pregnancy still experience swelling, especially in their feet. So you might want to try putting your feet up or maybe even icing them to help relieve that symptom. Might also experience headaches and constipation. Those also get reported a lot in Ovia around week 24. So pregnancy is really starting to get sexy here. My week in pregnancy has been an interesting one. I'm starting to notice how hilarious my husband thinks my changing body is. So I've noticed that when I'm, getting out of the shower, he just starts to giggle uncontrollably at my odd changing body, which, it doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't think he'd continue to laugh if it did. It's actually funny to think of his body, what that would look like if he were just gaining weight in his stomach and nowhere else. A high for me this week was receiving a very thoughtful gift from my mother-in-law. She knitted the baby this adorable sweater. I just melted when I received this gift. I thought it was so thoughtful, and I cannot wait to put it on the baby. A low for me this week was getting sick. Usually when I get sick, I kind of power through it, but this time I really wanted to take it easy and get some rest and monitor for a fever because of the baby. So I just decided to take a day off from work and watch Netflix all day. A product that I absolutely loved this week was orange juice. It started when I was sick, but then has evolved into this really weird pregnancy craving where every day and almost every meal I'm taking down quite a bit of OJ. An app feature that I really liked this week was the nutrition tracker. I've been pretty naughty when it comes to food lately. I've been eating lots of sweets and fries, so I really wanted to start tracking the amount of servings of protein I was eating because it's so important to have protein during pregnancy to help your little baby's cells develop. And in Ovia, we typically choose to track servings over individual meals or food items because a lot of women just think that's a lot easier to keep track of, okay, I'm gonna have this many servings of vegetables or this many servings of protein, in addition to my prenatal vitamin to help my baby grow. Please come back for next week's episode. We're gonna talk all about your baby's hair and some changes you might see with your digestive system. Thank you so much for watching. Working at Ovuline, I'm just so honored that I get to be part of millions of women's pregnancies every day. And it's really cool that you're taking the time to be a part of my pregnancy as well.